Madcap Music Review. We are here with Sinners tonight at their record release party for their second album, 11. How you guys doing?
Good. Great.
Doing great.
Great, already sweaty.
Except for Macy because his soul is dark.
You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Sure, yeah. I'm Jason, I'm the drummer.
I'm Tucker, I'm the bassist.
Macy, play guitar. I'm the asshole in the band, Steve.
What are you doing?
Oh, I play guitar and I sing.
And I'm Sam, I play keyboard and I sing.
Interesting the way you guys started. You guys have known each other since you were 15, and it sounds like you're kind of like the good girl going to school, and you're skating and going to bars.
I wasn't going to school.
Yeah, you're hanging out in bars.
I'm the good girl, yeah. No,
That's pretty true, actually.
yeah, because I wasn't going to class ever. That's why I got kicked out of school every year.
Right,
And then I stopped
expelled.
going, left. So yeah, fucked up.
And then
Playing music now.
And you were doing music, and I know you guys wanted to make it a way where you could always be together. And Sam, you just decided you were going to sing and play keyboards. And what surprises me is you have a really good voice. Like, you had no idea you could sing until that point. Like,
No, not at all. It was so. What happened is he had a band and he was going on tour and he was in the US for a month and he just got married and I was like, this sucks. Because of course the rule is like he was not supposed to be bring a girlfriend or wife or whatever on tour, which is normal.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so the only way to do this is have a band together. And so he asked me, he told me, and I'm like, well, I don't play an instrument and I definitely don't sing. And so we started recording something like the first demo at our house, and he asked me to sing.
The first time she sang was recorded.
You've never
There's
heard my
proof.
voice.
You've got the evolution of the growth
You've never
there.
heard my voice before, not singing at least. Yeah, but it worked out.
Well, she still said a few words in that 8 years we were together. So I knew her voice, but I never heard her sing before.
And then your first album, which I know is a little different, Cardinal Sin.
Huh?
Cardinal Sin, that was your first album in 2009, was it? Or 11?
We recorded
11 maybe.
in 2009, came out in 2011, but that was actually like a bunch of demos.
But somehow Lemmy ended up with a copy of that, I hear.
Yeah, he did. She gave it to him, and I saw him in a bar like a few months after that, and you remember the
I'm assuming the Rainbow, because that's usually where
that
it
was
is.
at the Rainbow,
Yeah.
but no, some of my friend was meeting up with him or something, and we ended up meeting Lemmy in a bar and having drinks with Lemmy, and I'm like, I'm like in a band. He's like, oh yeah, what's your band? Did I ever hear it or whatever? And I told him that Sam gave him a copy a few months ago, and he's like, oh yeah, what is it? I'm like, Sinners. So I haven't listened to it yet, but it's at my place. And he described me the album cover and everything. It's actually at his place. Probably never listened to it, but it's at his place somewhere.
You maybe listen to it.
Maybe.
He probably liked it okay.
I hope not.
Well, he's got that side project. What are they called, Cynthia? That rockabilly band that Lemmy has? Yeah, Madcap, yeah. I think you could probably vibe off of a lot of the sound that you guys get just based off his love for that.
Yeah, the first record. But that was weird. That first record we recorded at our place. That was before we even had a band. It was just a project. When we recorded the stuff together, it was it was like a different lineup on every song, pretty much. Just a bunch of friends. Hey,
so it's essentially just the two of you.
Pretty much.
Like the Sisters of Mercy kind of, or something like that.
And then we had, I don't know. I think there's 25 people playing on the record.
Oh wow.
Friends from bands that we hang out with, and
it was fun because we were about to move to LA and we were like, okay, it would be awesome to have this kind of a memory and things that we can do with our friends because everybody around us is a musician, and that's just how it all happened.
How did you link up with all these guys?
we met Jason first.
Fucking Craigslist, man.
Yeah, that's
really
bizarre.
And then we met another, we got a bass player from Craigslist and a guitar player from we got a bunch of people that, oh yeah, dude, I can totally do that, absolutely, and they show up to rehearsal and can you actually play at all? And No, that was weird. And then so he got Macy in because they used to work together. And then later, Macy got Tucker in the band.
And I left the band.
Because
And
we
he
don't
left the
like
band
each
and
other.
came back.
We clash real hard every day.
Like father and son.
No, that's it. I'm not lucky enough to have.
Well, he got in the band when he was like, what, 14 years
14?
old? That was 2
wow.
years ago.
Well, I was telling Macy I could hear when you guys do No Hard Feeling, especially like because you were sound checking it when we came in, there's definitely a Ricky Wilson vibe on some of the guitar parts on that sound. Was he a bit of an influence to you at all, or?
I mean, I'm not very familiar with their music. You know, I know some songs, but
You hear that your own Private Idaho kind of like.
I grew up on classic rock.
Okay.
Went on to study all kinds of different music. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into the influence.
I can't even
rock and
hear
roll, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but yeah, I do a lot of stuff for a lot of folks.
Very cool.
No.
You gotta talk louder. I
Talk
didn't
to
hear
John.
that you-
And growing up in France, I know you were saying it was hard getting music. You were saying like you'd get cassettes on one side might be Zeppelin and on the back side would be like Minor Threat or.
that was like because we were in like the shithole of France. Like if you're in Paris or like a big city, it does, it's fine. But we grew up where we met. It's like I think 20,000 people town, so it's really tiny. And we were lucky enough to have a record store, so you could get a record and order it, and you would get like it would take about like 5 or 6 weeks to get there.
Oh, would it really? Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks.
No, I know.
Yeah.
There wasn't even an airport anywhere nearby, so like airmail would go to Paris or something and then travel by.
Great.
Sucked.
Let's talk about the whole mail route.
Yeah.
Where-
So
In the beginning.
And then your video for Modern Man, you guys got in a little bit of trouble with the police, right, when you were filming that?
I wasn't there.
yeah, no, that was just
Frenchies did.
that was just when we filmed the James, our friend, that was running around. So the part, the acting part.
Yeah. It's like you're trying to run him down, and he's like,
I think
stop!
it was. They probably people thought it was serious or something and called the cops on us.
It was a little scary. Like it's the first experience where the cops was 3 or 4 cars and they come and with the guns and like hands in the air and.
Our mom was visiting for the first time. She was in the car with us.
Yes.
Oh,
So
wow.
she had to be like,
Welcome to America.
she was all excited about it. She came and she was like, that was awesome.
America.
It's like I have diplomatic immunity.
How is it now being independent and free? Where I know before you were with Universal, you had a publishing deal, didn't you? With them for
Yeah,
a while?
I mean, we're still running in some stuff with them right now, for like publishing of the first record. But it's better. It's 2 different worlds. Like we can now really do what we want with what we have, and we're not like there's no break on what we can do with our music. And on the first record, if you want to, someone's like, oh yeah, we're doing a skate video or something, can we use your song? Ask Universal, and Universal's gonna be, okay, yeah, we want $50,000.
Yeah, which
And they're
sucks,
like,
because
well,
then how do you get your music out there? When...
Exactly, yeah.
Well, speaking of albums, I'll go through each one of you. What was the first album you heard as a kid that made you realize this is something you wanted to do for a career as a musician?
Oh, wow.
My first record was Michael Jackson Thriller.
Okay.
And, I don't know. That started it off.
Because you were born, huh, when you came out.
Back in the day. Back in the day. I think after that, definitely Jimi Hendrix.
Going back.
Experience,
It's not a bad place. It's not a bad album to start with at all.
Jimi Hendrix.
Do you have any records?
I'm saying that influenced me to want to play guitar.
Hendrix, yeah.
My dad showed me Dark Side of the Moon when I was really little. It changed my life.
It's a brilliant album. You know, it really can. It's a concept album. I mean, when you get
changed my
into it.
conception with music. Is I was like, wow, this is actually like a thing. And I enjoy listening to it. Before it's just shit on the radio and stuff that I was hearing. But then it sort of like clicked. I was like, man, I really like this sound stuff. It sounds good to my face.
Oh, and it's so seamless. I mean, the album's meant to be listened to continuously. There's no pause between songs. And then when you think of time, and back in those days, in 72, 73, they actually had to go out and buy clocks, tying them all at the same time to go off. I mean, yeah.
They're on those synthesizers, like 4 of them at a time,
Yeah.
twisting 19 different knobs. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, Rick Wright. Rest in peace. And as a drummer for you?
As a drummer for me, it's like, it's funny because musicianship wasn't in my family except for an accordion that my dad played. And some weird Jewish polka song.
That's French friendly.
Yeah.
Accordion.
It was odd, but I think I was taking martial arts, and then the teacher gave me like this vintage drum kit, and I didn't know what to do with it. I just was hitting everything, and I was playing like the fuse box behind me for a cymbal because I didn't know what cymbals were. I was just trying to get sounds, and then like I think the first album I played with was like Led Zeppelin 2. I just started playing that, and I found that, and just played through that whole album, and then it was like Sgt. Pepper's, and after that it was whatever I could get. We had a guy in the neighborhood who listened to Metallica, so it was Kill 'Em All, so he brought over Kill 'Em All.
Yeah.
I was listening to that, and then I had this one kid that said, he used to tell me, he's like, dude, you gotta listen to Slayer, you can drive as fast as you want, and you'll never die.
He put in Rain and Blood and just floor it.
Yeah, and the first time we played it was in the car, and it was that part where it was like, enter to the realm of
Satan, yeah.
And my parents were like kind of religious, like really super religious, so I freaked out, man. I didn't know what.
You're like, I'm gonna die.
What was happening, man? But after that, it was just consuming it, just consuming all music.
Yeah.
I love playing music.
Dave Lombardo's a beast. That guy can
Dude, he's
even.
insane, man. And I never appreciated it as much until later years, and just getting to see him.
Sure.
Just a monster. Him and like Charlie Benante from Anthrax.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Neil Peart, of course, is.
Neil Peart's there. Tommy Lee for character. He was just a dude watching Tommy Lee on MTV.
Ginger Baker.
Yeah.
Oh, Cream.
I mean, we can go on. All drummers.
My dad plays drums. He does.
He's my biggest influence.
There you go.
My dad influenced you so much.
And then for you guys, what was a first for you? Because I know there was so much. Was it coming on cassette at the time? Like
Well,
when you
the
were
thing is, like I had a lot of cassettes from. There would be like my friend that would like put a few songs of different bands.
Right.
Usually I didn't even know what bands they were, So I had like cassettes with like Minor Threat, The Damned, Blur, The Cure, like a bunch of like mixed up that don't fit together at all.
post-punk, hardcore, a little bit of everything in there.
Really like different stuff, but I think probably like the Stooges is like the band that got me into starting playing music, because I figured, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, Iggy was definitely very raw back in.
Yeah.
And you got to figure, 68, 69.
Oh, like
That was a birth of a lot of people like to go to the Sex Pistols for the first punk band, but I mean, really, Iggy gets all the credit, I think.
Absolutely.
But death.
Death from Florida, Chuck Snyder.
No, death. Just those 3 black guys. You ever?
That's a band called Death. Those guys you ever seen that documentary? Yeah, a band called Death. Gotta watch it. Gotta fucking watch it, dude.
Really?
Was it like 60?
Oh yeah, it's fucking awesome. It's like they were like punk, didn't even know it like way before, just 3 black guys.
I didn't even know if they were.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you get all teary-eyed watching because like you get the documentary, like it starts with like, well, I don't know, explain. Just watch it. Trust me.
I'll
It's
see
great.
if I can
And it's
find
also a great doc. You know the band Pentagram?
Yeah.
Have you seen that documentary where they're like trying to bring the singer back from like he's all strung out on heroin and shit?
They go back a ways
Bring
too.
it. Yeah, that's just awesome fucking movie.
Man, we jiving, Jason. We jiving about these Netflix movies.
We know, man. We know things.
Yeah, Netflix.
Your
Buy it.
face.
Buy Netflix.
So now that 11's out, what's the year looking like for you guys? Are you guys going to be just touring heavily under it?
Well, we're good. We're gonna work on touring for sure, but I think we also want to like work on the next record. Like.
Oh, you're already ready to do the next one?
Yeah. 12. No, because the thing is, like, it took starting of recording and then mixing and mastering and release, it took almost like 2 years. So, and we don't
have a label to finance the whole thing, so it's also like financially like
it's also self-financed.
Yeah.
So you got to. That's also why it takes 2 years, because you can't
Absolutely.
buy the whole thing like right away and like put $10,000 on the table. So it takes a while. But now that we got we got our own label now and we know how to do things, we figured out like how to do an album release properly. I think the next one can come pretty fast, hopefully within a year.
Oh, right on. Yeah,
That would mean starting like
We're
working.
shooting for Q3 2015.
a lot of the bands now, even like bigger ones like Lacuna Coil, they'll say like all their money, it's tour merch, and that's
No, there's no money in records.
which is sad because I'm an avid record collector. It's the
But
kids
you
are shutting
need
down all the
records
stores.
to tour. That's the thing. You need to have a record out to tour.
Absolutely.
And if you don't, they're like, well, you don't have anything new going on.
And if you really love music, you want to have the liner notes and the physical copy, and just to be able to see the design and everything.
And we're going to work on the vinyl too for this one.
Oh, that's
Same
sweet.
thing, It's a big check to do.
Yeah.
It's like $5 grand for like 500.
It's like $2,000 for 300 vinyl, I think. Which is
That's actually cool because then it becomes a bit of a collector's item. You've got a limited edition, like only 300 ever pressed, and then years later,
definitely.
people are like, I wish I got
That's
that.
super weird. We got because we have a 45 out, like a 7-inch, and we saw that guy on the internet that posted a picture of his son picking it up at like a record fair, or like record
Convention?
record convention in New York. Like we never went there. So that's someone that bought it at one of the show, probably around here or something.
Right.
In San Francisco.
Put it in his bin and was just selling to them.
Or maybe ordered it. I think we sold a bunch of them. Like a bunch of people ordered it online. So, but he ended up being there, so that's weird.
That's awesome. How important is punk rock to you guys? Because there's a heavy early 80s punk influence that I hear. That early Black Flag, a little bit of X is in there for sure.
I grew up on all that music, so I mean, it's like I haven't, honestly, I don't listen to a lot of that stuff currently, but like when I was in high school, I listened to a lot of that music. My influence had like gone through different periods, but so like right now, I mean, I'm sure that's a part of it, but currently like, it's not in my tape deck all the time.
Right.
It's mostly, I think, in the back of our heads.
Skating a lot. Like skate videos just full of punk rock from the beginning.
That's how I discovered most of the band
you
I
probably
listened
heard
to.
more music on skate videos than you did on cassettes.
Exactly. No, absolutely.
All that shit on vinyl.
I used to actually have the cassette, like
Fear, the record.
the tape.
Exploited,
Yeah.
Descendants,
Oh, Live Age was a great album by them. Absolutely.
Hall record, and Dead Kennedys. I was a huge Dead Kennedys fan.
Oh, yeah, big time. Yeah, they just, I don't think they played it this year, but the Ink and Iron Fest was last weekend in Long Beach, and they played that a couple of years ago.
Steve, what do you think of Ink and Iron?
I don't know.
How much?
None of us do.
I don't know.
They go out all the time.
They ride bikes.
Do we?
Yeah, you do.
We never been. Ever.
They wear shorts on the block. Right.
We never been to Ink and Iron, but we would love to go there to play.
Yeah, that'd be a perfect setup for you guys.
No, I know. Some of our friends played this year. The Lock Fatmans. And the Stooges played last year. They always have a good lineup.
Yeah, Fear played this year. They'll be at the Whiskey on July 5th? No, 4th. 4th of July, they'll be at the Whiskey, yeah. Which I know you're a big Doors fan, so.
I am.
Have you guys played the Whiskey?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, we never really
Steve loves the Doors.
pay to play kind of thing is kind of,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
yeah.
That's why places like,
Try to not support it, so.
yeah, that's why the Key Club's not around anymore. They were doing
yeah,
too much
really?
of that. Yeah, they closed about last March.
Seriously?
Yeah, now it's like a high-end kind of hip-hop kind of venue.
Is that the one they've been working on, like
Yeah, remodeling it. Yeah, all you've really got left is the Roxy, the House of Blues, which is quite a ways down on the
Yeah.
strip, and then
Viper Room.
Viper Room.
Funny story at the Viper Room.
Whiskey?
We played the Viper Room like 2 months ago or something. They closed the curtains on us.
Did they really?
Yeah.
You guys
In the middle of a song, we're like, okay, cool. Well, fuck you then.
You're like, we're just gonna keep playing anyway.
That was dreadful. Pissed me off.
Yeah.
It really pissed
No, man,
me
that was
off.
that. Yeah, that's bad. I mean,
Man.
Yeah, and that's not good for business if you're a club, because I mean, who's gonna want to go back and play at a venue that treats you like that?
and we told, like, you know, when after the show, we're like, dude, like the Viper Room closed the curtain on us. All the people that I know that are in bands are like, oh yeah, they do that. They did that to my band, or apparently they do it all the time. So that's another thing.
We're just gonna go burn it down. We're not putting it there. We can cut it there.
Where's the best way people can find you guys online that want to keep track of what you're up to with your videos and everything?
Give him Steve's phone number.
There's like, I don't know, you can go on our no. Our website links to everything. So if you go on sinnersinners.com, you can find like all the
You got your Facebook and all that.
YouTube,
Instagram,
Facebook, Twitter, Rear Nation. Too many of those ones. Bandcamp, you can actually. That's
www.youtube.
You already said all of these
You
things.
can
Come on now.
subscribe to YouTube. You can
But and then the
That's right.
The username is pretty much sinners to everything. So
one word or two.
nobody else got that shitty name. So.
You can see the dirty hippie acoustic version of Darkness Forever.
I was actually pretty dirty that morning on my shower.
Yeah, you smell it.
We had to contend with the lawnmower out there.
That was.
Did you really? When you were doing the acoustic?
Oh yeah, you can hear that.
It's like electric lawnmower. It's
Beginning,
like
yeah.
driving around while we're playing. We're like,
He was coming back. You're like, all right, he's here.
We played that like 4 times. We're like, let's just fucking go home.
Yeah.
Well, you guys definitely have a big night ahead of you. The new album just kicks ass. It's just amazing.
Thanks, man.
It's awesome. Thank you guys for having us out. I'll let you guys get back inside and see all your family, friends, and fans that are here. It's been a pleasure. Check these guys out online. Sinners.
Yeah, do it.
And pick up their album 11 and buy it.